have been programmed to be fearful ever since we were in the womb with our mothers. And every mother goes through some sort of fears. And by osmosis, by energetics, unless the mother is incredibly clean with her energy, the baby picks it up. So we start being infused with fear from very early age. And then once we're out of the womb, it's on. The fear programming is on. Now, this video is not going to be around the why of the fear programming, which I have my own thoughts and feelings and theories, and my guides have shown me the why. This video is more about how to release the fear programming. Now, imagine a world with no fear. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to come back to that. For thousands of years, since humans have been on this planet, we have been taught fight or flight, right? We've been taught fight or flight. Out in the wild, if we were being chased by a lion or a mudslide or something like that, we'd freaking run. We learned to survive. Someone's abusing you or hitting you, you will fight back. That's fight, and then we have flight. We will learn. It's innate. But because there's so much manufactured fear in the world, and what I mean by manufactured is there's a lot of what if fear. Perpetuated by church, perpetuated by the media, perpetuated by your parents, which it was perpetuated by their parents, teachers, so on. When I was a little girl, the big fear, the big boogeyman of the world was Russia. We were doing bomb drills, as I was doing bomb drills in first and second grade out of the fear that someday maybe what if we got bombed. So the kids we were being just pummeled with what if fear, what if fear. The Russians, the boogeyman, they're going to get you. There's been a different boogeyman, boogie woman, boogie energy from the dawn of time. In my lifetime, we've had Y2K, boogeyman, boogie person, boogie woman. We've had SARS. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, right? There's some of these things are very, very real, right? These are very real things. Terrorists, ISIS. There's always something. North Korea. And these are real things, right? Real things. But within these real things, SARS, AIDS, is another, right, real thing that killed a lot of people, made a lot of people sick. But within these real things, we've lived in the what if. Serial killers. What if a serial killer lives next to me? What if I get hit? What if kidnappers? What if my child gets taken by a kidnapper? That is one of my fears. That is a real fear for me. Is it logical? No. But it feels real. So there's a lot of this like manufactured what if fear. The media loves to keep us in fear because fear keeps us hooked. What if the plane crashes? What if the car crashes? What if my dog? What if that spider bites me? What if? So when we're in the what ifs, we're in fear. And when we're in fear, we're not in our power. And right now in the world, there's a lot of what ifs. What if this happens? What if this passes? What if they do this? What if they do that? What if they are right and I am wrong? What if I'm right and they're wrong? A lot of what ifs right now. And when we live in the energy of the what if, we live in the energy of fear and we're not connected to our power. The Pleiadians say your power ends where your fear begins. Your power ends where your fear begins. So let's talk really quickly about a few ways to begin releasing the fear programming. We have been programmed to fear and it is not serving us. Imagine if we were programmed every day by the media, by teachers, by parents, by community, that the world is safe. And some of these things, there are pockets of that for sure, right? There are definitely pockets of that. But there is a lot of fear. And we get to navigate through it. But imagine if the fear, except for fight or flight, being like really like in true fight or flight, We were just conditioned to love and feel safe. What if you turned on the TV or the news and it was like, today we are celebrating X, Y, and Z. You are amazing. You are powerful. And they're giving stories of power and light and love and community. Now you can go to some news places and they're doing that. Imagine a world where all we heard about was how safe it is. We would live in a very, very different world. Instead, we live in like a whole opposite reality. Super interesting. Things would be flipped. Okay, so because we do live in a world where there's lots of fear programming, lots of it, what do? One, begin to distinguish between what is an actual fear that you need to actually be scared of or mindful of. Now, I'm not going to use the word scared, mindful of, or a what if fear. So begin listing out your fears. I'm scared of spiders. I'm scared that my daughter is going to get hurt. I'm scared of getting sick. I'm scared of all your what if fears. And go through them and look at them. And look at them and decide, do I want to live in this what if fear? What if there's an earthquake? What if there's a fire? Now, in that, you can get prepared. What if there is an earthquake? I want to be prepared for that. I want to be prepared for a fire. But do I want to live in the energy and the essence of the fear? Do I want that affecting me? I want to be prepared, but do I want it affecting me? So make your list and get really clear on what it is that you want to engage in. And then, simple. I release all fear programming that does not serve me. I release all fear programming that does not serve me. Worry is fear. I'm a worrier. Fear. I release all fear programming that does not serve me. I release my programming around spiders. I release my fear programming around snakes. I release my fear programming around getting sick. I release my fear programming around burning the house down. I release my fear programming around drowning or water. And get powerful with it. I take my power back. Fear does not control me. Clarity controls me. Power holds me. Take it back. Take it back. Release it and then take your power back. Your power ends where your fear begins. So it's as simple as beginning to get really clear around what's real and what's made up. What if situations are completely made up? They're stories that aren't happening. And then the next step is, if you find yourself in a what if scenario, what if spinning out, right? Come back to the present, to the moment. I'm sitting here talking to you, looking outside. I can hear my wind chimes. I'm going to go pick up Samantha from school soon. I'm going to get ready for dinner and walk my dogs. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm sitting here and I'm safe and I have a full belly and I'm breathing. Break it down to the moment. Because in this moment, in this now moment, there are no what ifs. There are no what ifs. You go into what if you don't like this video? What if someone judges me? Like, I could do a lot of what ifs right in this moment. I could. What if you don't like my hair? What if, right? I could break it off into a million what ifs if I chose. And guess what would happen? You wouldn't listen to me because I'd be in the frequency of fear. And as we're getting through this changing of the earth is changing, consciousness is changing, we are waking up. Those that choose to see and hear and listen, we are waking up. And things are changing and they're shifting rapidly. So I'm inviting you to unplug and release your fear programming. And I promise you, if you do that, you will get through this with a lot more ease, a lot more grace, and way more power and abundance. And inviting the frequencies of people and experiences that you want in your life. So today I release all fear programming, especially the programming that doesn't serve me. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I'd love to hear your takeaways. I'd love to hear how you deal with your fears and what you're going to do today to release the what ifs. Release the what ifs. Because when we live in what if, we're living in fear. Okay, my name is Beth Osmer, and I will see you on the next video.